Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and here to share my review of this. And you may be wondering, what is this? And that's exactly the question I had when I received this mysterious package, and inside it was this phone with just the numbers F150. Well, it turns out this is a new rugged phone with a kind of a new design aesthetic, and it's a new brand, you could say, as well. It's called the F150, and basically for $109 US, I think this phone is actually delivering quite a lot of specs for the price. Now, the first thing you may notice though is this design and look. It is a very kind of polarizing look. Some people may immediately say, this is the ugliest phone I've ever seen. And my initial impression of this phone was just that. I just did not like the look of this phone. But after a couple of days, I've started kind of warming up to the design of this phone. And I will say it looks very unique compared to any other rugged phone I've tested. It's using this kind of beigey look with this kind of gold color. And there are other colors available of this phone as well. Nice rugged texture here on the back and this type of striped look here. And overall, I think the design is going to be polarizing. I think some of you may say it looks hideous, but I think it's actually better than I expected now after a couple of days. Now, what's the deal with this phone? What are the specs? So I was able to go to the website, and here you see it, the F150 Mobile. But just want to show you here what exactly are the raw specs of this phone. So this is the first model, the B2021. And what are the key specs you need to know about this phone? Obviously, it's mil standard 810G, just like every other rugged phone. And you'll have IP69, 68, water resistance. You're using the MediaTek Helio G25 with 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage. That was pretty surprising. But what's even more surprising is look at this 8,000 milliampere battery capacity. You also have NFC on board, a quad camera setup, and Gorilla Glass 5 on the front. So just like that, all of a sudden, this phone is getting a little bit more appealing. I mean, these are pretty solid specs for that limited time $109 US price point. And here you can see they're clearly trying to create a new and unique product with a different kind of look and to the design of this phone. So you have this kind of little flashlight here at the back. Let's go ahead and try to turn that on. But it is also more of a stock kind of interface similar to what we've seen on other rugged phones. Go ahead and turn on that flashlight and you can see the flashlight. It looks pretty cool actually here on the back. But one thing I don't like about the design is on the front here, the display, and you guys will notice this, the notch is big. Now look, I can't have double standards and say, you know what, the iPhone 12 Pro Max notch is pretty much the same size as this one. But the difference here is that this does not have any type of true depth camera system in there. So why did they choose to make the notch so large on this phone? I just don't get it. But beyond that, you do have a side-mounted fingerprint scanner on this phone, and the buttons feel pretty clicky. You know what? I'll give them that. It's got a very unique kind of arrangement here, and you do have this remappable button on the side with your SIM TF card, which means you have SD card support on this phone as well, and you have Type-C, USB, and you have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And there are a number of things I still haven't fully tested out on this phone, like the photo and video capabilities, but here you can see you're at least going to get full HD video recording, and it seems to record pretty quickly. And you're definitely not going to be getting this phone for the camera quality, I think, but just the fact that it takes photos, and look, it's got a quad camera setup on the back. That's actually not too bad given the price point. And this phone is basically running Android 10 out of the box, but here clearly are the highlights they want you to know about. So this new 150 OS, the 150 design, and the 8,000 milliampere battery. And I think the whole point of this B2021 is to bring kind of a new neo-rugged type of design to the world of rugged phones. You gotta give it credit for at least trying something different here and doing it in a very unique way. Now, I don't know if that means that you're gonna like this phone or it's gonna be something that you would consider if you are a rugged phone fan. But I will tell you right now, given this price point of $109 US for a limited time, January 18th to the 19th, you can pick up these specs, and at that price point, it's actually a steal. It's an absolute steal. And so just wanted to share here my impressions of this F150. And so if those are compelling features for you, and if the price is right, then you know what? Maybe this is a good deal after all. But hit me up in the comments. What are your thoughts on this F150? Do you like this phone? Is it the most hideous phone you've ever seen? Or do you appreciate that they're trying to do something a bit different here with this type of design? But I won't forget the first time I opened up the box and saw this thing. And the only thing I could say was, what is that? But hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. Stay tuned, guys. More great content coming to the channel. And if you did want to see more in-depth videos on this phone, do let me know as well. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. What an interesting phone. Oh boy.